గుండెలోనా తొలకరి చిరు జడిలా మెరిసింది కళ్ళలోనా.
హాయ్ హలో వెల్కమ్ టు స్పెషల్ చిట్ చాట్. సో మరి ఈరోజు మనతో పాటు అరకు రోడ్డులో మోస్ట్ బ్యూటిఫుల్ హీరోయిన్ నికిషా పటేల్ ఈస్ దేర్. సో మరి తనతో మాట్లాడుతూ అరకు రోడ్లో గురించి మరిన్ని వివరాలని మనం తెలుసుకుందాం. హాయ్ నికిషా.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Oh, so beautiful trailer.
Thank you. I didn't make it. Vasudev, the director, made it.
Okay, after long time you get this opportunity. So how is your feel?
Actually, after my first film, Komarapalli, lots of offers came for, police inspector or police constable, or we have a role for you. It is like international cop or what not I had with the police thing. But I didn't want to repeat it. How many times am I going to be seen as a police? This has come to me almost after 5 years. And this role is it's slightly similar to Komarapalli, but not exactly. I play a very dominating character. She's very arrogant. She has to have her own way. So that sort of a role I have, which is extremely dominant. I like doing these kind of characters. So this is the opportunity that Vasudev gave me to perform again, and I feel like I've done it. But my role in the film is very limited. It's got nothing to do with the actual story. Actual story is about another guy, Saigaru, who is on a journey. He's a truck driver, and how he ends up becoming into very difficult situations. So yeah, the story is beautiful, and Vasudev narrated the story to me, and I eventually signed the film after 8 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how many days shooting time?
Almost 40 days the film was over. They shot in Vizag, Araku, especially Araku, most of the portions, and Hyderabad, and a few other more catchy places. But everything was shot anywhere or somewhere around Andhra Pradesh. Nothing was shot outside Andhra Pradesh, and it was not needed. It is set in a rural type of area, and they chose Araku because the title is Araku and Araku Roadlo, and they wanted the exact locations in Araku just to make it look extremely realistic. But this story is actually a real story. So they wanted to make it look as realistic as possible.
Okay.
So, and they've managed to do that.
Okay, so tell me about your handsome hero.
My handsome hero. Yes, Sai is very handsome. Saigaru actually is a truck driver in the film, and he has a role where he cannot speak properly. He's constantly stuttering throughout the whole film. And when it comes to mine and his portions, yes, we have a bit of romantic scenes, not so much in the film, but he is looking for a girl. He cannot find a girl because he's always stuttering. I'm looking for a guy because nobody wants to marry me because I'm very dominating, So that is how that chemistry between both of our characters are. But when it comes to Saigaru, on sets or on screen or off screen, he's, for me, he's a very versatile actor. He can perform as many different roles possibly that you give him. I've watched a lot of his previous films. I've watched a lot of his films which are going to release. Every script, every role that he's chosen is extremely different from one another. And this film, he's had a really good opportunity to perform, and I think he's done a fabulous job. In fact, I'm very jealous about the fact that he got to perform, he got to dance, he got to do everything in this film. I didn't get to dance, I didn't get to perform much. But I would not be able to see another hero in his character. Like, he suits his character so much, and he's performed it very well, and he's done a lot of research on his character. So, one take artist.
Okay. So tell me about your character in this film.
So I've already told you, she's very dominating. This girl, she comes from a middle class family, and so her parents try to make her as normal as possible. They want her daughter to be as typical as any other neighbor's daughter they want. But unfortunately, I'm not. I'm always overpowering everyone around me. I always want my way. If I say something, I'm always right. Even if I know I'm wrong, I'm always right. So I'm a very naughty character. Every scene that I'm in, there's always comedy or something relates to. I never take life seriously. But yeah, eventually I do. After I see Sai go through a really big journey, my life becomes very serious. And again, let's not talk about my character, because my character is not important to the actual script. So yeah.
Okay, and alage, what about your director and story?
So director Vasudev, this is his first film, and I've always told him he's a very creative director. He has a very absurd imagination. You know, everything for him has to be different. The characterizations have to be very different from. They should not have been repeated from any other film, or his scenes have to be extremely different, or like certain traditions in the film have to be like very different. There's one scene which he gave us, which is a Suhagrat scene where I have for the Suhagrat night, I'm wearing a lungi and I'm wearing a constable top with a stick. I mean, who the hell does that? So he's very different in all his scenes, and he's got a very creative mind. And what he's actually narrated to me and what it's actually turned out on screen has been completely different. I never expected the film to be or for it to turn out this great. I've watched the film myself from the beginning of the film till the titles. My eyes were glued onto the screen. I mean, usually stories drag till they actually get to the plot of the film, but this, from the beginning to the end, your eyes are always glued on. You'll never know what happens in the next screen. That's the good thing about the script that he's done, is every character is in such a way that you'll never come to know who the villain is, who the negative character is, who the murderer is. You'll never come to know. In fact, it's a huge shock in the end. And the worst part about it, of course, it's a real script. But yeah, Vasudev has done a fantastic job, and technician-wise, he's had a great choice of it. So whatever he did in the last 2 years, preparation and everything, he has put it all into one film. And touchwood, this film will do very good for him also.
Okay, so you're working with the Pawan Kalyan. So how is it working with experience?
Yeah, so Pawan Kalyan is a very, I worked with him for almost 2.5 years in Komrampuri, and he's a very reserved person off screen, and but on screen he's very different, you know. But that's something that's I guess it's something special that he has, that he can just clock on to the character and he can clock off very fast. I learned a lot from him. I remember meeting him like on Komrampuri sets, and he asked me one question. He said, if there was something that you had to change about this world, what would it be? So he's always been thinking about the world and things to be changed, and I always knew in the future that he would try and bring awareness, or he would try and help people, and that is the kind of personality that he has. And I follow him on Twitter today, and I realized that he's done quite a lot for people, and of course he's gotten into politics, and I think he'll do really good at it. But working experience was just very professional. Like, I worked with all my co-stars. It was the same experience working with him. I learned a lot from him. I learned a lot from Sai Garu. I learned a lot from every co-star that I've worked with. So
okay, one special question for you.
What?
So Tollywood lo 2 movies, at same time Bollywood lo 1 movie. So ఏది చూస్ చేసుకుంటారు?
What?
Tollywood lo 2 movies.
I have done 2 movies in Tollywood. Okay.
No, done కాదు, మీకు ఆపర్చునిటీ వచ్చింది అనుకోండి. సో బాలీవుడ్ లో at same time 1 opportunity.
Depends on project. It honestly depends on project. I will not jump to Bollywood because it's Bollywood. No. It depends on project, yeah. See, when I first came to this industry, I always star cast, big. I want a big star cast, until you actually start experiencing in the industry and you realize it's not at all about star cast. People will never appreciate your role if you're always just going after a star cast. So I decided to just go for scripts. I've done almost 22 films in South now, and I have been going and running after scripts only recently, and it's done good justice for me because people have appreciated my roles. People have remembered me in particular roles, and years back people used to only say, okay, oh, Nikesha Patel, Komrampuri actress, Recently it has kind of changed that, okay, I remember you in this film, I know you did that role, I know you did that. So that appreciation starts coming. So if you ask me 2 films in Telugu and 1 film in Bollywood, I would definitely look at script first rather than a star cast.
Okay. సో విచ్ క్యారెక్టర్ యువర్ ప్రిఫరెన్స్, దేనికి ప్రిఫరెన్స్ ఇస్తారంటే ఎలాంటి క్యారెక్టర్ నచ్చుతుంది లైక్?
Um, I kind of like very different kind of roles. That's why I respect Saigaru a lot. Is the fact that he gets a lot of opportunities to play different roles, you know. And I always wanted to play a Kathak dancer in any one of my films. I didn't care if the script was bad or the script was good. I just wanted to play a Kathak dancer because I have always learned Kathak and I wanted to portray that on screen, and I know I'd enjoy doing it. I had an opportunity recently to play a Bharatanatyam dancer, but I couldn't take it, certain reasons, and plus I did not know Bharatanatyam, so.
ఓకే ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ ఏం ప్రాజెక్ట్స్ చేయబోతున్నారు?
So I have signed a 100 degrees Celsius remake. It's now being made, it's a Malayalam movie now being made in Tamil and Telugu. And it's directed by Mithrin Jawahar, who's directed Dhanush in 3-4 films. This is his first Telugu film. So I've signed that, and Guntu Talkie sequel I'm doing in Telugu, and Tamil I have 7 natkal releasing, and in Telugu it's this Araku Rotlo is going to release. So there's a bit of everything all over the place.
ఓకే, లుకింగ్ మొత్తం గోయింగ్ కూల్.
Yes, as of now. Touch wood. Where is wood? I can't find wood.
ఓకే, సో మరి ఇంకా ఈ మూవీలో పర్టికులర్లీ ఈ మూవీలో సో మీ క్యారెక్టర్ గురించి చెప్పారు, సో షూట్ గురించి. సో షూట్లో బాగా మెమరబుల్ మూమెంట్ ఏంటి?
I think the most memorable moment was putting that police costume back on.
ఓకే.
Because I always used to complain and say, oh, I hope I never have to wear a police costume in life because it's always so tight. Material is so thick, you can't even walk in it, you know. And the costumes make it so tight that you can't even move or fight in it. But I was a little excited to wear it again in Araku Rodlo because it reminded me of back in the days. And but then after a few, I think maybe a few weeks, I got very fed up again of wearing the police costume. I said, no, I hope I don't have to wear it today. But I think that was the most memorable thing for me, you know. When I walked out from my van to the set, everybody said, okay, this is Nikesha from Komaram Puli, because they remember my face and that costume from Komaram Puli. So that was my most, you know, favorite experience that I had in the movie.
ఓకే, సో అలాగే ప్రొడ్యూసర్స్?
So there are 4 producers in the film. None of them have a filmy background. One of them is Vasudev's uncle also. So the producers are very passionate about making a film, and I think they're the most passionate people, you know. It's like it doesn't matter, they have like full confidence on the script, full confidence on this movie, and they were really happy about this whole project, and they've done a good job releasing the first one. I've never had a problem with them, and just because of the fact that they're so passionate, I think the film has turned out to come out so well, and we're all confident about the release. And having a producer's support as well, it always helps for us artists and even the director. So
ఓకే, సో వాట్ ఈస్ యువర్ హాబీస్?
I love to eat. I love to eat, and I love to eat. No, I love reading books. I don't really, I'm quite a boring person. I generally am always at my dance class. If I get stressed, I love dancing. I love reading books. I love watching films. I have 5 parrots in the house, and one of them is Chewy, Twinkle, Totsy, Rolo, and Twix. So I have 5 parrots, and they're like my kids.
Oh,
So I
okay.
can never replace them, you know, they're like my babies, and I love spending time with them. And otherwise I'm constantly Skyping my mother or my father, they're all the way in Wales, so that's my life. There's nothing much
So
else
you're
that I
from?
do. I'm from Wales, UK.
ఓకే, సో అందుకనే తెలుగు రావట్లేదు. సో ఈ మూవీలో ఒక డైలాగ్ చెప్పండి మా కోసం. డైలాగ్.
I can't remember any dialogues. Yeah, this film we shot quite a while back. But I can tell you a scene of the film. So the hero is having a stammering problem, and I'm very dominating. So my father is he does a lot of witchcraft, and his uncle is somebody who sets up, you know, with him with a lot of girls. So that is his job. His uncle's job is to find him a nice bride, and he miserably fails at it, and I also miserably fail at it. So our first meeting, my father tells me, you please be quiet, don't open your mouth, because when you say something, something goes wrong. So his uncle also tells him, you just keep your mouth shut because you always stutter and stammer, and then finally they say no and nothing happens. So first meeting happens like that. So I tell my father that we have a meeting and we are okay with each other, we get shy and all that crap. I say, okay, I want to speak to him in the room. So both of the uncle and the father look at each other, oh my god, what is going to happen? We both go in the room and I look so innocent and sweet while walking in the room also and everything. The minute I open my mouth, I become super dominating. It's actually a very funny scene. And I also think he's very handsome, and then on the other hand, he stutters and it just all goes, you know. But even though he's the one who's stuttering, he rejects me. He's like, I'll think about it. And I'm very dominated, so I get very angry. So that's when the hate comes between the whole relationship with both of us, but eventually it gets solved.
Okay, so tell me in your film audience.
So Araku Road Law is releasing on 2nd of December in a few days. It's a very beautiful script. It's one of the best suspense thrillers I've seen in a very, very long time, and I'm extremely overconfident about it, which I shouldn't be. But it's based on a real life story that's already existed, so it's something that you guys should look forward to watching, because it's not just a made-up script. And please go and watch it. I think the whole team needs support, and we definitely will not let you down. Thank you.
Beautiful music, no? So tell me about your music.
That's the background music. The background music is done by Mani Sharma's son, and he's done a fabulous job. He has good knowledge about thriller films. So it was very important that Vasudev, the director, had him on board. And he has actually made the film a lot more visually better and more exciting because of the background score. The combination of the director, the background score, and even the DOP Jagdish, the combination has become like a huge surprise. Apart from that, the songs is done by Vishal Raj. Oh my god, I
Okay.
But Vasudev, the director, has actually done a lot of the music himself. So even though he's quite a versatile person when it comes to direction, he has good knowledge about music and the background score and everything as well. He is very particular. He wants everything to be perfect and done his way. So Geddam is done by Vasudev as well, and that's a song that's quite trending nowadays, which Prabhas had launched. So songs are doing pretty well. There's a mixture of everything. You know, there's a love track, there's a dance number, there's a catchy, you know, Geddam song. So there's a bit of everything for everyone. Songs are not just put in the script because of the sake of it. It's part of the script. A lot has been told. So yeah, that's the only much I can say about it. Yeah.
Okay. Who is your favorite hero? Chala tough question kada.
I was very fond of Nagarjuna sir.
Nagarjuna.
Yeah, I was very fond of him because I watched Criminal film, Hindi Criminal, which was with him and Manisha Koirala since I was a baby. It used to always play in my house, and yeah, I had a huge crush on him when I was a teenager.
Okay.
And I finally met him when I debuted in Kamarampalli that same year. I still always bump into him, but he's one of my favorite characters. Even till date, he's extremely handsome on screen. Yeah.
Heroine?
I'm very fond of Anushka Shetty in Telugu industry. I think she has a very beautiful face, a very beautiful smile. She's a fantastic actress, a very realistic actress. So I've been very fond of Anushka as well. It's weird that Nagarjuna and Anushka Shetty's worked together in a few films. So.
Okay, thanks for coming. So
Thank you.
చాలా బాగా మాట్లాడారు, అండ్ మూవీ గురించి అలాగే మూవీ మీకు ఇంకా మంచి నేమ్ తీసుకురావాలని మేము కూడా కోరుకుంటున్నాం. థ్యాంక్స్ ఫర్ కమింగ్ అండ్ ఆల్ ది బెస్ట్ యువర్ ఫ్యూచర్.
Thank you.
చూసారు కదా, నికిషా పటేల్ తోటి బోల్డ్ అనే విషయాన్ని మనం మాట్లాడుకున్నాం కదా. సో మీరందరూ కూడా థియేటర్కి వెళ్ళి సెకండ్ మూవీ రిలీజ్ అవుతుంది. సో తప్పకుండా డోంట్ మిస్ టు వాచ్.
జడిలా చేరింది గుండెలోనా, తొలకరి చిరు జడిలా మెరిసింది కళ్ళలోనా.